Okay, so here we are in Telegram. I've set up a group and invited my chatbot. I've named it Athena. I love Greek mythology. And I'm saying hey to the chatbot, and it does respond. Now I want to know what model is it using. And it's going to take a moment and it's going to respond to me. And it indicates it's using Ollama, specifically, it's using Qwen 3 for Ollama because I have a local model on spare hardware. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to generate a Python game. Specifically, it's going to be a command line quiz game about Doctor Who. Okay, so this instruction is going to go back to the model. Again, this is local, and this model is going to have enough capabilities where it should be able to produce Python code. And there we go. After a moment, it did return back some actual Python code. And the great thing about Telegram is how it's produced. I can just copy this code. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy the code, and then I'm going to SSH into my actual machine where I can create that file and then run the script. And I'm going to go ahead and use my text editor to create the file. I'm just going to call it quiz.py. I'm going to paste the code in directly and run it with Python. And look at that. Immediately we get the quiz in a command line interface style. And it gave me a series of options. And it is consistent, 4 options each. And I'm just going to put in some answers. And then I'll eventually try to put in an incorrect answer. And oops, it even provides that response. I didn't tell it to give me a response if I got it wrong. It automatically did that for me. And we reached the end of our game, and I got 50% correct because I was just kind of going through. Okay, so now what I want to do is refine the game. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use an external model instead, a more powerful model. Specifically, I want to switch my current model from Ollama to one by OpenAI. And you can do that directly in Telegram by doing /model. It'll tell you the current model. And then you can browse other providers that you have set up during the configuration. And I've already set it up where I have an API token from OpenAI, and I'm going to switch to ChatGPT 5 mini. And now it's changing the model. And the great thing is, even though I've changed the model, it's still going to have the same context because everything in this chat got sent to the OpenAI model. So it still has the history. So I can ask it an immediate follow-up question, such as, hey, go ahead and add a banner and add some difficulty levels because it already has the history. Okay, so now ChatGPT has improved on the code and it's provided that response back. Now, it did get split up because of the limitations in Telegram message sizes. So, what I'm going to do instead of me creating the file or modifying the file myself, I'm going to tell it, go ahead and create the file for me. That way, I can just go to the machine and run the file. Okay, so it saved it and it told me what the name of the file was, and it's going to be in the workspace. With OpenClaw, there's a specific directory for the workspace. So in your user home directory, you should have a .openclaw folder, and then you should have a /workspace folder. And if I do an ls, you can see all the files are there. I'll do another video talking about that, but specifically, notice I have that Doctor Who quiz file. So I can go ahead and run that with Python. And notice I have the banner that I asked it, and immediately it prompts me for what difficulty level that I want. So I'm just going to select medium and just kind of go through the questions. And there we go. I got 6 out of 8. A nice little summary at the end. And then I can go ahead and immediately play again and go for easy mode. And go ahead and just answer the questions now, which is going to be a lot easier. So this is the power of using an on-premise or local model and then shifting that responsibility to an external model if you have to, but you still have that context. And so at the end of this, what I also do is then I shift that model back to my Ollama Qwen 3 model. And the great thing also with Telegram is that I could set up a different group if I wanted to, and the model would only have the context of the group that it's currently in. So I could switch groups if I want to, but that'll be another video. So I hope this video was helpful and gave you an idea of how you can use OpenClaw as well as Ollama in Telegram. Please leave your feedback in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Take care.